Een AfD-politiker in Ludwigshafen darf niet kandideren zu Bürgermeister. Wieso? Es ist hier toch een democratie. That's right. That's right. So, get this. An AfD politician, his name's Joachim Pauw, wants to be the mayor of Ludwigshafen, close to where I'm at, as a matter of fact. I would like to have him as the mayor in an area where I live near. For some democratic reason, he's not allowed to even be the candidate. I mean, boy, have the establishment in this country done a number on you German people, making you believe that this is some sort of democracy in a country where almost nothing runs democratically, okay? Almost nothing, okay? First of all, the first non-democratic thing is we're not actually being ruled over by the people we vote for, because there's an EU bureaucracy run by Ursula von der Leyen who nobody fucking voted for, and nobody wants to be the queen of Europe, right? But she is, somehow. And our politicians are subordinate to her and the wishes of EU bureaucrats sitting in Brussels and knowing nothing about the countries they're ruling over. That is the first sign that you don't live in a democracy, right? Now, in this case, an AfD politician is being excluded from running to become mayor. Now, if you live in a democracy, anyone can run to be the mayor, because the people who decide in a democracy if that person's going to be the mayor are the people. And if the people like that person and want to vote for that person, then they will make him mayor. For some reason in Germany, in unsere Demokratie, there are, I guess somebody else decides if a person can become the mayor. I guess that someone else, because of some democratic rules that I don't even know why they found shit on him apparently, which isn't really even shit. We all know, see, the establishment has cried wolf about the AfD so many times that even if they got like actual scandalous dirt on an AfD politician, nobody's going to believe it. Even if they have pictures, everybody's going to go, those pictures are doctored. We don't believe them, no matter what they say, because they've cried wolf about the party so many times, over and over and over again. It's the next 1933. It's the next Hitler. Oh, it's the next Nazi party. And nothing of that has become true at all. And now they're using bullshit again to exclude a guy who would be elected. I mean, they would have won the election. They're at 25%. He would have won. And so the establishment says no. The establishment said no. No, he cannot be the mayor because he said this, or he's in contact with them, or he wants. They even accuse him of making the white power sign, which we all know is the okay sign that woke leftists just turned into a white power sign, and there's not even a picture of him doing it. But that's still a reason to exclude him from being the mayor. Look, people, I'm sorry to say, right? I'm sorry to say that people who want to remain free in Germany, right, and not live in an actual totalitarian shithole, right, that are going to have to start really thinking about what to do if these establishment tyrants come up with a plan to stop the AfD from being elected at the next general election, right? If they come up with some BS or try to ban the party and it works, or get the right activist judge in there, you know what I'm saying, to try to stop the party. Look, any politicians who want to stop, who want to jail, who want to exclude another democratically elected political party from the scene, those are tyrants, people. Those are people that do not believe in democracy at all. Let's get that straight. They don't. They don't want democracy. That's why they always call it our democracy. The left does the same thing in America. Right? They call it our democracy. It's the same playbook, right? And they don't want true democracy or anything resembling a representative democracy like both Germany and the United States are supposed to have. These people have fooled you. This is nothing. There's nothing democratic about this country, right? They can jail people for speech. They can stop people from saying certain things. They can even, even memes are illegal in certain senses. The politicians go after the people. The politicians have no allegiance to their own country or the people in it. They are subordinates of Brussels EU bureaucrats that nobody elected and nobody knows who their names are. Nobody can be held accountable there. They just make whatever rules, do whatever. Look what Ursula von der Leyen did. She made a deal with Trump that totally fucked every country she's supposed to represent. That's crazy. Right? That's crazy. And Germany doesn't do anything. They're not like, oh, well, let's send Friedrich Merz to talk to Donald Trump to try to make a better deal for this country, which they would definitely get. Right? Trump would give Germany a fucking good deal. But Friedrich Merz isn't going to try to do that because he knows where his bread is buttered. And it's the EU bureaucrats that run him and run our country where we live. Right? So this is not a democracy at all. Stop fucking saying that. People stop talking like that. And yes, the AfD politician being excluded from the mayoral race is not democratic. No matter what they came up with. You know what I mean? No matter what they came up with, because nothing they come up with is believable because they've lost all their credibility. So even if they were to fucking come up with like proof that this dude was like a murderer, still it would be illegitimate coming from them because it'd be like, yeah, no, you guys made that shit up. You know what I'm saying? You paid people off to say that. You doctored evidence. We wouldn't believe. I don't believe anything these people say at all. Right? At all. And what they came up with against this guy isn't even, he made the white power sign. He said something about immigrants being crime committers. And so that's against our ground constitutional values. That's what they're coming up. That's their reason. They're excluding a democratically elected dude who would have won the mayor seat, right, from the election based on shit that he said that isn't illegal, that isn't fucking it's not even not true, it's true. So it's the truth, it's not illegal, and still in democratic Germany, this dude can be excluded from the race. Now, he's going to take legal steps to try to fight this, which I hope that he gets it done before the election, which is going to be tough, right? It's going to be tough. But in the end, I hope he wins, and I think he will. You know what I mean? I think he will, because still some courts in this country, some of the higher courts right now, are still, they're trying their damnedest to side with the state, but the state overdoes it so much that in a lot of instances they just can't side with the state on these things. And so that's our saving grace at the moment in this country, that still certain courts and certain judges are still living in reality and have not somehow been captured by this leftist elite woke fucking monster that needs to be put down forever, right? If a dog has rabies, you have to kill it. Well, this leftist monster has rabies, people. It's got to be put down. That's it. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? It's too dangerous for the rest of us. It really is. Because these people want to start enforcing a totalitarian rule over the citizenry in this country. And they are proving it every day. Every day. This is, again, another moment to join the AfD with words, with not only words, but also with actions, and join the party. It is. We have got to show these people, fuck you, right? We've got to keep showing them the middle finger. We've got to keep saying, no, motherfuckers, no. What you people are doing is unacceptable. This is unacceptable. And what's even grosser is that 5 seconds later, these people are going to be talking about, well, they're saving democracy by killing democracy. Because they're going to be like, well, no, we're saving democracy from Joachim Paul, the AfD politician who wants to be the mayor and would have won because the people also want him to be the mayor. Isn't that weird? How everything the people want, these leftist crazies don't want, right? Whatever the people want, no, we're against it. You know why? Because what the people want is no more of this leftist, woke, insane bullshit. We want politicians that are going to act in our interest and make our lives better. It's just that simple. That's the way it is. And the people are no longer sleeping, right? That's the good thing. The people are all wise to this bullshit. Even the most regular of regular Germans now is saying, fuck it, I'm going for the AfD, man. You know what I'm saying? Even the most regular Joe is like, whatever they put on the Tagesschau is probably bullshit. Whatever they put on mainstream media is probably bullshit. Oh, look at Marcus Lanz fucking railing against the AfD person along with 4 other, co-conspirators on the TV, trying to make it look like it's a real discussion, but their points are just not valid. It's all gaslighting, and people are wise to it. The days of old politics are over, right? You can't just gaslight your way into power anymore. And so, since that tactic is no longer working for the regular old guard politician, they're going to try to use every tactic they can to stay in power, including totalitarian violence against their own people. So what are we going to do? Are we going to get to the point now that we have to start resisting these people with force? Is that where we're headed? I fucking hope not, man. You know what I mean? But goddamn, if they are pushing and pushing. That's what I'm saying. If this time around you have the chance to vote for the AfD still, everybody has to do it before it is too late. And it might already be too late. Only the court will be able to decide on this. And if the court decides in favor of the fact that this man cannot run as fucking mayor, we're in real big trouble. More trouble than we're already in. So start thinking about that. People, that is where we're headed. So let's keep an eye on this and hope that this court case goes in favor of Joachim Powell. And let's hope he can get an injunction put in real quick so that he can still run to be mayor and then become the mayor. That would be the best outcome for freedom, reality, common sense, and no more leftist craziness. All right, guys, that was it for today, Wednesday, the 8th of August, 2025. Remember to like, subscribe, retweet, repost, whatever, all the things that you can do for free that will help me out a lot. I will appreciate all those things. So that's what I've got today on the Insanity Report for Germany. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.